Fuckity fucking god fucking damn it. Just one of those things. And it's so frustrating. So frustrating. It hasn't happened in a while, but it does happen on occasion. It's not supposed to happen anymore, but here we go. So we're gonna have to turn some of the settings down, and actually I can see what the problem is. You're down. Because I don't know why you're at 100%, because you shouldn't be at 100%. So I have very specific settings on at the moment for my GPU, and I looked at it and I'd seen that it was reduced. I was like, okay, it's reduced, but it was not to what it was supposed to be. So I put my GPU's frequency thing, whatever it is, I think it's related to clock speed. I reduced that to 90% maximum. Because I find if I have it on full, it affects it. I can't actually use. Like it's a short fix for the issue that I have. And undervolting it is not going to work or anything like that. It's never worked to undervolt it, because that is something I've tried previously for this issue. This is a recurring issue that I have with this particular GPU. I've always kept it. My brother recommended it. It seems to have been working so far, but sometimes I find what happens is the computer just randomly resets the settings to default, which puts the frequency up to 100%. Which will mean the issue just comes back when I play games, that have high graphical demand, and then they do what we just experienced. It just completely shuts down. Frustrating as fuck, but hopefully that'll work, and then everything's on medium anyway, so it's not like it's supposed to too much, but hopefully that'll be it, and we'll change over. Hopefully we won't have another crash for the rest of stream, touch wood. Fully. If we do, I will cry. Like I said, I'm not supposed to have this issue anymore. Or at least, not supposed to, but still do. And sometimes when I was playing this there not too long ago, I was thinking, like, have I played this game? Parts of it feel very familiar. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I think it's just from whenever I've watched, like, other people playing it. Okay, at least it's saved somewhere. Alright. I don't know what a chromatic aberration is, but we're gonna turn it off. There we go. No clue. See, this is my current. I love that it registers what GPU that I have. This is my GPU here. It's quite nice. It is a decent one. The funny thing is, this here it's actually not. The monitor that I have it on is only up to 75, which is really annoying, but whatever. Either way, let's continue. I'm annoyed I can't get this in full screen mode now. I'll try it again when it's on the actual... when it loads up. Okay, I'm back here, okay. Yeah, I can't. Oh, wait, hang on, this is just reset me, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go up to the office and get the key. I still don't know what it is that does that banging. Yeah. There's a painting missing. I didn't notice that last time. Huh. Okay. Okay, this is where I was. Oh. Actually, let me... Where's the... Here. Okay, so paint. Well, if I remember correctly, back in the older days, artists did in fact go mad, like bonkers, because paint used to contain lead, and lead, it's the same thing with yeah, I'm pretty sure, same thing with like hatters and stuff. Whenever you touch too much of it over long periods of time, it actually affects you physically. It literally poisons you, and it can make you go pretty much crazy. That's where the term like Mad Hatter actually came from. It's to do with the toxins, the poison and stuff that they would have had to touch on a daily basis for the hatters, the milliners, all of the lead or whatever they used to touch all the time, would have been absorbed through their fingers into their bloodstream, and over time it would have actually made them mad, and that's where the term Mad Hatter actually comes from, because they literally went mad. Okay. What's this say? Lost it. You deserve. Finish it. I love that there's a horror sting, except, you know, there's nothing horror-y about this picture right now. Okay. That's not what's supposed to be on the other side of this door. Why did it all of a sudden go dark? But yeah, no, there's a certain familiarity to this game. And I literally was like, have I played this before? And just, that's what I'm remembering, rather than me remembering watching it. Just out of reach. Is it a 4? I looked through my previously streamed stuff. And I don't see it. So it's likely not. Ugh. This is why we don't leave the windows open during rain storms. Hallway changed again. You can't tell, but this freaks me out a little bit. Going in circles. Oh, such a waste of wine. Paint. This looks like the rainstorm's letting up. Oh. Okay. I need to find the code for that. Okay. Nothing there. I feel like there should have been something here. You know? Okay. Oh. Save the date. Request the pleasure of your company to celebrate their wedding on Saturday, the 9th of June at St. Luke's Chapel at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The 9th of June. Well, June is 6. Well, let's do 06 as in 9th of June. No? And then... Unless it's American? See, that's the only clue. Saturday, the 9th of June. 2 o'clock. Maybe it's 6, 9, 2. I don't know. These are the only numbers I can think of. Oh, my foot dying. My foot is dying. I think it's something to do with the 9th of June. Hmm. Ninth of June. Hmm. Oh. Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me there for a second. Hit 5-4. Didn't even see the candles. Okay. Past holds back. Look closer.
The thought alone that the most beautiful piece of art doesn't have my name on it is killing me. So, will you marry me?
That was cheesy. Never forget. Don't be creepy. You've been snooping around my workshop again. The last time, you're not allowed in that room, even if the door happens to be open. I forbid it. This is your last warning. Next time, you'll have to look for a new job. Okay, so what? Are we the maid or are we the dude? Love that it stops rocking whenever I walk up to it. It's not at all creepy. Dominoes. Nice fireplace. Well, that's certainly not fucking creepy. Jesus Christ. Fuck. What am I doing here? My love. Even though you have not been born yet, I can already feel your presence. It's simply amazing. I just can't believe how lucky I am. A year ago, all I had was talent and ambition. Now, against all odds, I have a career, a loving husband, and you. I've never been a deeply religious person. I guess what other people look for in a sermon I found in perfecting my art. But now I can't help but feel like there's a higher power watching over me. They once told me that I would never succeed as a musician. Now I'm playing sold-out concerts at some of the most prestigious venues in the country. They also said I had a difficult character and that I would never find a soulmate. Guess again. Finally, a doctor once told me that I would never be able to have children of my own, and yet here you are within me. I am quite possibly the happiest woman in the world. I love you so much. dust mice. Even in my lungs, there's always more grotesque vermin dirt. Oh my god! Oh my god! Down the rabbit hole. Or not even a rabbit. Okay. Baby is now up there. Good to know. The paintings are so weird. Fuck. Paints deep lies. Oh, thank god I actually have the lights on. I'm pretty sure I would have cried by now. Well, there's a lot of books at least. You hear that fucking mouse? Oh, I was trying to read that. What? Paintings are melting. Oh. Just a heads up. The paintings are melting. Okay, in regards to your previous letter, I'm sure it's nothing to be too concerned about. Women tend to get weird after having a baby. Hormone imbalances and the like. When we had our first, I remember Valerie got blues real bad. I would ask her what she wanted for lunch and she'd just burst into tears. Just be there for her, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Now, I know I promised not to rush you, and by all means enjoy your well-deserved time off. But just to let you know, I'm getting phone calls up the yin-yang. Commissions left and right, you're a hot ticket, my friend. Maybe we should strike the iron while it's hot. But of course, the family comes first. Your friend and agent, Thomas Caldwell. Okay, so wifey has had baby. There is a thing called, postpartum psychosis. Now, obviously, people have heard of like postpartum depression, and it's a very serious thing. It is really awful. And a number of women do, unfortunately suffer from it. but there is a not as well-known condition called postpartum psychosis, and it's a very extreme end of it, and it's the mother itself can sometimes become an actual danger to not just the child in question, but to themselves. And if I remember correctly, those who suffer with postpartum psychosis typically do have to be admitted into a psychiatric facility. Just from my knowledge of it more than anything. People, like, correct me if I'm wrong about that, but yeah, it's insane what the human body does to itself sometimes, really. And pregnancy itself is such, I don't think a lot of people realize, but pregnancy is really, really tough on a female body, and actually a female body in general is always changing anyway. And then with a pregnancy, obviously that's 100 times worse. The hormones are always going to be much higher, much stronger, and that's just because of the preparation the body has to do for the baby, and then making the baby and keeping it healthy, and keeping the mom healthy as well, and then also afterwards the hormones and everything needed to care for the baby through like breast milk and stuff, but also for the hormones to come out of that pregnancy level and stuff. It's never sounded very appealing to me, to be honest, about pregnancy or anything like that. Even though I've always wanted to have kids, it's never the specifically the pregnancy aspect and the giving birth aspect of it never sounded appealing to me at all whatsoever. I do not like the idea of not having any sort of control over my own body. It sounds horrible. But all in the name of continuing life and all that, I guess. I love that that's just looking out to a brick wall and not actually looking anywhere, Flickering light is always flickering. Wife? Wife, are you okay?
It's about time for us to talk, don't you think?
Hi.
I mean, I've seen you in my house so many times, and yet I could never find the courage to face you directly. Not until now.
Okay. But it's just me. Okay, clearly it's this side then. Ugh. Why threw the trashed up bit? Paprika jars. Don't hear crying anymore. First step is the hardest. If you say so. What the fuck? Well, but I can still open these. That makes it just look like actual blood now. And it's so dark. There should be a door. Okay. Don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't see anything I'm supposed to interact with. Up there.
First, I looked for a canvas. Not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Not one of those bread ones. It needed to be as sharp as a razor. So I used a razor, in fact, and then carefully flayed the skin. Booze helped keep my hand steady.
I was about to say that looks like a bit of skin. Right there. This literally looks like a piece of skin. Good to know. Oh. Oh, it's supposed to be in here. Oh, these are all the notes. Yeah, I would have collected more earlier. Of course I didn't, because I was like, ugh, I didn't save that. No, I find that. That's right, the things that I will find. Deep breaths, remember you're a professional. It's just the first few strokes, then you're over the hump. What's so hard about it? Creative blocks are insane. Insanely difficult sometimes. Hate even now. Lost. Deserve it. Finish it. All the black. Oh, they look like horrifying flamingos. Horrifying. Shapeless dreams. Okay. Past catches on. Ah, it's horrifying. It's Clearly that one with the candle beside it. There's something behind me. Yeah, painting in a room. Okay. Dear sir, while I can certainly understand that you're upset and I have nothing but sympathy for your wife and yourself, I must categorically state that I do not wish to receive any further correspondence from you in this matter. Any skin graft procedure is extremely complicated and inherently associated with the risk of failure. Having stated that, I assure you that me and my colleagues at St. Anne have made every effort to ensure a positive outcome for your wife. Personally speaking, I believe we have done the best job possible considering the extent of tissue damage. You are, of course, entitled to your opinion, and I can certainly understand your disappointment. What I do not understand is how you seem to think writing hateful letters to me or my fellow doctors will ameliorate the situation. As I've already stated, I can certainly understand you've been under a lot of stress as of late, and thus I will not press charges if you refrain from any future correspondence. Let me make it absolutely clear that I will not tolerate any further threats aimed at my staff, my family, or myself. If you wish to seek psychological help, yes, he needs it desperately, I can have my assistants provide contact information for several specialists who would be more than competent to help you get through these hard times. Regards and best wishes for your wife, William H. Green.
Why did you stop? That tune was perfect. Honey, please, just a little longer. At least until I finish painting this one part. Oh, don't make me beg.
Have to go down that one. Stairs to the attic. There's a fire. Lots of broken wine. Bottles. Always such a waste. Warning signs. The following list is it's a compilation of the most common symptoms of schizophrenia. While typically diagnosed between the ages of 15 and 25, the disorder is known to affect older patients as well. Note that these symptoms are not exclusive to schizophrenia and should by no means be treated as conclusive evidence of this particular affliction. In order to obtain a proper diagnosis, you should contact a qualified specialist, i.e. psychologist or psychiatrist. Blank expression stares off the space? Yes. Involuntary facial movements? Yes. Insomnia? Haven't noticed. Unusual gestures or postures? Always had that. Unable to experience joy from activities? Definitely. Depersonalization? What does it even mean? Depersonalization is a very interesting one. So, from memory, depersonalization is basically where it feels like you're not connected to your body whatsoever. It almost feels like, you know, like you're dreamy in a way. I've had so depersonalization falls under what's called disassociation, because it's your mind essentially dissociating from the body. And then there's derealization, which is where you're kind of disassociating from reality. And where it's kind of like you don't feel connected to where you are, not just your body, but where you are in the room. You don't feel like you're there, sort of thing. I've had this before. Actually, I've had the feelings of certain dissociative feelings. I call them spacey moments, because it literally feels like I'm there, but I'm not. I actually at one point kind of dissociated during a class when I was in tech. This was before I left my ex, and round about when I was starting to, it was not just when I was starting, but when I was round about when I was accepting what the relationship was. And so it was very much a war between my mind and my body, in a way of like, my body's telling me that this is wrong, my mind is just refusing to accept it, sort of thing. And it can happen where it's like, in order to protect yourself, your mind just like switches itself to a survival mode, essentially, and then you're essentially put on like an autopilot, so that you can go about day to day and survive in that way. But you yourself, like, actually mentally in your head, you're not clocking it. And I had that once, and I vaguely remember what we were doing, and I remember feeling very spaced. And I did have, like, my good friend basically asking me a couple of times that day if I was okay, because I ended up with a lot of flashbacks when we were talking about a certain topic, and I ended up with quite a number of flashbacks while we were talking about it. And this, like I said, this was before, but I really was before a lot of shit happened, before I was healthy enough to really confront any of it. I had a lot of flashbacks while I was sitting there, and then a lot of other feelings I couldn't really recognize. And in order to protect myself, my mind just kind of like disconnected from the body, and I was basically put on autopilot, and it literally felt like I was kind of floating. It's really strange feeling. I remember almost like floating in a way. Obviously I actually wasn't done. I was, in the class and doing the stuff in the class, but I can tell you, like, mentally speaking, I was not clocked in whatsoever. I was spacey. I was very much floating somewhere, protecting my mind, trying to protect itself, sort of thing. And yeah, it was a very, very strange feeling. And I learned from my therapist roughly what to do if that happens again. Thankfully, it hasn't really happened again. I've been very good at managing all that stuff. But it's a case of like, you know, grounding techniques and distractions and things like that, and trying not to repeating the mantra of, you know, certain things and all that stuff. It's a really strange feeling. It's really hard to describe sometimes because it can be slightly different for everyone. But it's, yeah, depersonalization is when you don't feel like you're attached to your body. Essentially, your body doesn't feel like it's you. Like you look down your arm and it doesn't feel like it's your arm, sort of thing, which I've had a few times as well. Awkward, clumsy movement might be from the accident. I'm clumsy. Prone to anger and resentment, more passive aggressive. That's still anger. Passive aggression is still anger. I'm so used to passive aggression. Lack of motivation, yes. Suicidal tendencies. I love there's a whole bunch of question marks at the side of it. Yes. Mental health is very serious. Take it seriously. While there, wake up, make up your mind. Ugh. Alright, I love that there's just a nice hole in the wall. I'm assuming that's supposed to be a door or something. It's totally not a creepy room at all. That's a book. A lot of wine everywhere. That's always a bit of a bad sign, isn't it? There's wine everywhere. Lots of medals. That's horrifying. I've also seen that somewhere. Okay. Okay, it sounds like there's something behind that door. There's something behind that door. Something mystical? We don't like the flickery lights. Flickery lights are never a good sign. That was a rope. What the? It cannot be undone. I actually might get rid of the head bob. Just because it's annoying the shit out of me. There's a letter on the seat. And I can't even read it. Oh, that's creepy. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool effect. I can't even go back. Wow. Okay. Guess I'm in the mirror world now. Okay. Hear the dog. Wheelchair. You want this as well? I don't think so. I think I just want to paint happily. Nope. Why is there so many fucking doors? That's just mean. Art. Wifey. That's it, swung open. It's a bedroom. I was trying to light the other two. Found his little collection of empty bottles this morning. I reacted badly. I know it's hard for him too, but god damn it, he should know better. With a small child in the house, that's just irresponsible. Someone's trying the door. That's my cue. To go, never mind. It's a shoebox. Bedroom. Thesis. Snatchers. Insatiable bastards. Can't afford a new one. Why the damn leg? Looks like it's starting to distort. It is. The room is trying to distort. Oh, that's creepy.
I needed a jar and a plastic tubing. I siphoned gas before. I knew how it was done.
But that's
I
blood.
stuck the tube in a vein and sucked on it until blood filled my mouth. Then put the tube in the jar and it just kept coming. A taste of copper haunted me the entire night.
You don't really need to suck.
Didn't I think of a syringe?
There's the... Moments, I can't even open this door.
Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all around. It's so funny. Stumbling here and there, stumbling everywhere, and I must declare, I stepped right on her toes, and when she bumped my nose, I fell, and when I
Turning back to normal.
I fell again. Stumbling all around, stumbling all around, stumbling all.
That was bizarre as fuck. I can't stand seeing you like this. You're not well. You were sweating and shaking all night. Now there you are, locked in your workshop as usual. This whole tortured artist nonsense has got to stop. think this is like the collectibles book.
Oh, stop looking at me like that. It's just a little something to help me focus on my work, that's all.
Some liquid courage for your grand opening. Alcoholic. Look. First I looked for a canvas, not just any canvas. I had to find a knife. Oh, this is unlocking all the different... Okay. Form emerges. Lost, alone. You deserve it. A grave for you. Alright. What's next?
You already know who it is. It's your boy. Fresh. Oh.
Hi, Dream. Open. Playing some creepy games, so you know. That's a paint palette. That box. Papers. Those are just books. Okay. Rodent seeds. Rotten soil, I see the dirt move, nothing else grows. Okay. Okay. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Thank you for popping in, though. I appreciate that. It's good to see you. Always. Your usual dramatic entrances. I love that the piano is chained up. Like... What's it gonna do? It's dark. Creator's block, which is shit. I'll tell you right now. Oh, good to know. Time the creepy ass fucking hallway. Sure. Don't forget. Wedding anniversary. I think he forgot. Window's gone. I swear I barely touched it. And everywhere. The book's tumbling out. Back to wine. Oh, I can't read that. Dominoes set. That's a lot of books. Okay, we can open that. Paint brushes. One of these days, one of those cupboards is just gonna open up. What's right here? I'll check this out. The library. Yeah, it's not much of a commentary because it's a fucking horror game. Guess we just go with it. I'd like to see that a bit more. So, I mean, there's a lot of different, like, endings or something. There's multiple ways that you can go about different places by the looks of it. I love, like, a reverse sound effect in, like, creepy stuff. It's definitely one way. To make you... to, like, creep you out and stuff. I mean, it's one way of doing it. It's amazingly effective. Because we can hear it's not supposed to happen that way. Wait, I know.
What? What fire?
Took me a good second to realize.
Is she... Which hospital? I'm on my way.
That was actually really smartly done. Really, really smartly done. Restless memories. Oh my god. I didn't even get a full look at that, but holy shit. Something thoughts. Flapping horror, be quiet, constantly flapping. Seeing other rats. It's doing a very good job of, like, creeping me the shit out. Very good job. Oh. Let there be light. No idea where I'm going. Abandon hope while you can. In any case, as your lawyer, I advise you to refrain from any imprudent actions. In other words, don't do anything stupid. We still have a chance of winning this, believe it or not. I've gotten clients out of deeper shit than this, just don't make it any worse. Lay low for a while and let me appeal the court order. This social worker definitely has it in for you. We can use that to our advantage, portraying you as a victim of the system, a husband in mourning, a momentary lapse of reason, an overzealous bureaucrat. Trust me, this is our best option. Considering what you've been through lately, I'd say we have a good 50-50 chance of a good outcome. But not if you keep trying to convince everyone that you've gone completely insane. No more outbursts, no more rambling. Better yet, no public appearances whatsoever. You can still get your daughter. Okay. So I'm getting the impression that the mum, they have a daughter together, amazing. But the wife and mum was in the fire, got hurt in the fire, and lost her leg. I'm assuming. I'm assuming she lost her leg, unless your man lost his leg. Either way, she died somehow, and he lost his daughter to the system because he's fucking nuts. Abandon hope while you can. That's so similar to abandon all hope, you enter here. Let's go into the depths of fucking hell. It looks like a baptismal thingy. Or not baptismal. Just ignore the creaking. And maybe, just maybe, it'll all go away. Oh shit, that's our daughter! Oh my god. Or at least that's supposed to be our daughter. Ah, shit, you wee wellies. Silent floaters. They clog the drains, fur in the water. No baths for me. It's not at all creepy. Oh, I'm sleeping with all my lights and teddies on today. Fuck. Body borrowers feeding on me, driving me insane. Oh yeah, this guy's... That's actually... Again, I'm no doctor. I don't have any medical knowledge, but that is... classic schizophrenia. feeling as if there's something inside. It's a very specific mental disorder. Alright. Of course, it's a fucking wall. And again. Oh god. Oh, that's not at all freaky. Or trippy. Woo. What? Bet you anything cuts out. I see the piano. What the? What is going on? Did you see that? The red ember stuff. So strange. Well, this is the only interaction, so okay. It's almost like it's like the memory is changing in real time. Almost. Dangling dead. Patient, thirsty, furry leeches. Afraid to look. Alright. See if we have to go back up. Nope, apparently not. Apparently wherever it is still down there. Maybe I have to look up. Ugh. Usually avoid trying to do that in these games. times the charm, I guess. Sure what it is that I do, but okay. I just leave. Okay. Ugh. I don't want to walk in the creepy fucking basement.
I needed to remove the flesh from the bone. At first, I was lost as to how, but then I sawed it off with a handsaw, boiled it, then put the bone in a mortar. I had to get one, obviously. This was not something I'd done before. Finally, I mixed the dust with some white paint. It made for a lovely undercoat.
I remember correctly, that is how some paint was made, white paint. They used crushed bone. Reds are crushed. There's just like crushed beetles can be used for like reds, which is why when it comes to like making vegan lipsticks and stuff, you need something else because beetles is used in red lipsticks specifically. If I remember correctly. Okay. Oh, my leg. Okay, I think I can go out now. I think I'm allowed to go out now. Yes, I can. I don't think I've found anything else from this book. What if you feel? That's a very good question. Very good question. I'm a firm believer that you should always try. Because if you try something and don't do it, you haven't failed. You haven't succeeded, but you haven't failed. If you don't try in the first place, then you failed. How do you know that you can do something if you don't do it in the first place, you know? There's the vial. What if you fail? That reminds me actually of there's a diary that I used to have a lot of like diaries, like hand diaries, and I sometimes still like them and use them occasionally. I think they're great for like remembering things physically. I use a lot of digital stuff now, though. I use a digital diary and a whiteboard, which is off camera here, to keep track of things. But I have one, and it's like, it's something. It's a quote from somewhere or someone or something, and it literally says on the front with like a fairy or whatever, and it's what if I fall? Oh, but my dear, what if you fly? The whole point is, you don't know if what you do you're gonna succeed at, or not. I was gonna say fail, but I don't believe that that's a true failure. What if I fall? It's the negativity being overridden by the optimism. What if I fall? But dear, what if I fly? What if I fail? What if I don't? Even now, lost, alone, hopeless, you will always be a grotesque misunderstanding. I love the word grotesque. Finish it. Grotesque is such a word. This painting is not turning out how I'm expecting it to be. I thought it was like gonna be flamingos and shit, and it's not. It's turning into something stupidly disturbing. Which I guess is a very good, like... Even the state of this room, I think, is such a good representation of the painter's mind itself. Ignore her. Okay. Oh, curiosity, man. Heartbroken. The child is heartbroken. Okay. Delirious. Selfish. Drunk. Oh shit! Oh shit! Did I kill the dog? This is super not creepy at all. I am gonna sleep like a baby tonight. No, I'm not. Marriage Guide. Kids in Marriage. Expect the unexpected. The Everyday Magic of Parenthood. The new book by Molly Pierce, who is a must-read for parents who are expecting their first child and want to create a happy, healthy environment for the baby. Order now. Okay. Oh. That's cute. It's very cute. Oh, oh. Okay. There's a bow on the door.
Sweet Jesus! Did you just buy half of the department store? Honey, you don't even know yet if it's gonna be a boy or a girl.
It's determined. I do quite like, that's a really good effect. That's very, very good. I had to move most of the dolls out of her room. It was getting ridiculous. You can't just throw gifts at her whenever you feel guilty for whatever it is you feel guilty for. She needs a father, not another useless distraction. What does that say? It's a painting. It's a house. Ice, mice, bold, bloody spots, hair not mine. Where are the scissors? Oh, that's freaky.
You beat me again. Sometimes I wonder why I even bother. Good thing we didn't bet on it. What? What's so funny?
Near the blueberry bushes by the Emerald Creek, there once lived a duck who was a bit of a freak. Not content to just splash away in the rivers, she liked tearing out hearts and chewing on livers. This is a bit of a dark twist on the Ugly Duckling story. talking behind our backs. Okay, well, why in God's name did you get all the way the fuck up there? She even drew over the curtain, so random. Light. Heartbreak. Oh, I just noticed the dolls last minute there. Sunshine and trees with mum. Heartbreak with dad. It's like it's normal. Hi, Poofa! Oh, that's freaky. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What the fuck? I'm glad me being scared is so amusing. That's what I'm here for. Ayo. How you doing, buddy? It's good to see ya. Oh, great, a creepy ass fucking doll. That's what we want. Couple. Oh, creepy ass freaking dolls. How are ye? I'm so glad. One died in there. Oh, there's more. Didn't notice that one. Pretty glad, because now I have company. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. The fuck? Shit. Whoo, mama. that's still lit up. Fuck's sake. Woo! Okay, what if I don't? Well, that's just grim. Oh, I'm loving the effect this has. Oh, so creepy. Oh. Very imaginative. Oh, creepy doll. Creepy doll. Creepy doll. Ah. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm here. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god. Freaky deaky freak. What in the freaky dick? I am miraculously. I don't. Oh, that's not creepy at all. Oh, it's the perfume.
Beautiful dream last night. I dreamt he came to me, embraced me, loved